All right, what's up, guys? Welcome back to Cheatham Street Relics. Thought I'd get you a quick walk around video of our 2003 Buick Park Avenue. This is not the Ultra, it's just the Buick Park Avenue. It does have the 3800 series, the tried and true 3800 series V6 engine. I apologize now, I don't have my gimbal, so apologize for the shakiness, but just do a quick walk around of this vehicle. We got this, we picked this up in 2000 with 27,000 miles on it. Mileage is currently 62,000 miles. Now the color on this is actually called white diamond. In my opinion, one of the best colors you can get this car in. The ice blue metallic is pretty nice too, I have to say. And I always liked a burgundy car, but as I get older, I like the whites and silvers and stuff like that. But in my opinion, the white diamond is one of the top colors, my favorites anyway. But again, this vehicle was a one owner when I purchased it. It was an elderly couple, lived in Jackson, Tennessee. The lady, I think, was in her 90s, and she only drove it to the grocery store and probably to church. It was just a grocery getter, church running car. Again, like I said, it only had 27,000 miles. Actually, I think it turned over 27,000 miles on my way home with it. So when I bought it, I stopped there in Jackson, bought a brand new set of tires and put on it because the tires that were on it were dry rotted. Again, like I said, guys, it didn't get driven very often, which is evident from the mileage that was on it. So they moved the owner to a retirement community in Florida. Took the car with her, and when she got down there, I think they realized that in these Florida retirement communities, nobody drove vehicles. Everybody pretty much rides golf carts. So she didn't really need the car, so they brought it back to Jackson and listed it on Marketplace. And I had just came out of a 2002 Chevrolet Tracker, which is a little SUV. It was a nice SUV. I bought it for like $4,000. Had it for 5 years, and it was a good little vehicle. I don't know if I have any videos here of it or not. I may have. Seems like I may have one, maybe two videos of it way back. But started having issues on that with the timing chain, so I actually parked it and eventually sold it for like $900. I think a guy came from Arkansas with a trailer and bought that just to kind of get it out of my way. And I decided I wanted something that was a good. I enjoy getting out and driving and traveling when I'm off work, so I wanted something that was a good, comfortable road car. And if you know, you know, you don't get any more road car, trip car better than a Buick, whether it be a Park Avenue or a LeSabre. They're just very comfortable cars to ride in on a trip. So I actually looked at one, which was a 2002 Park Avenue. I think it had like somewhere around 80,000 miles on it. And it was a very clean car. It had a few little minor blemishes on it, which, I mean, for your model, they're going to have some little old people dings is what I called them. But overall, it was a very clean car. It was like a tan or beige color. Again, very nice car. The only issue I found with that car is that these cars have air ride suspension in the back, and on that particular car, the air ride compressor would run constantly. It wouldn't shut off. Now that could have been a simple fix. It could have been just an air line that needed to be replaced, or it could have been something more expensive. So, and they wanted about $4,000 for that car. Again, not a bad price for a car with 80 something thousand miles on it. But I drove it and it ran out great and everything, no issues there. And I told the guy, I said, let me sleep on it. And the guy's about an hour away from me. I said, let me sleep on it and I'll get back with you. When I got back home, just as a last ditch effort, I jumped back on Marketplace and this car popped up for around $4,000, 4,200, I can't remember, somewhere in that neighborhood. And it was listed with 27,000 miles. Well, my first thought was that was an error, a typo in the ad. But once I called and talked to the people, I found out real quick that was the actual mileage on this car. And I heard they told me the backstory of the car and everything. So I went and looked at it and wound up paying $3,800 for the car, which I thought was a steal. I mean, guys, it's basically a brand new 2003 model car, which again I bought in 2021. I think I said 2020 earlier, but it was 2021 when I bought it, right during the height of COVID. So anyway, $3,800 for a 27,000 mile car. I really just could not pass this up. So again, like I said before, the car currently has 62,000 miles on it. I just went by the Valvoline Express Care and got a fresh oil change. Always keep the maintenance up on these vehicles. If you follow the channel, you know we've also got a 94 Dodge Ram, and we've got 2 Ford Rangers. They're both the GT models, which are limited production. We've got an 88 Ranger GT and an 89 Ranger GT. So got those 4 vehicles on the channel. Try to get videos of those as often as we can. But I hadn't done one on the Buick in a while. This is my cream puff. This is my daily driver. Again, I've had people ask me, you know, why do you drive these older vehicles? I'm gonna do a little video on that and kind of tell you my opinion and why I drive older vehicles. But that's for a different video. But I just wanted to get one on this one. Now, obviously when I bought this car, it was 100% stock, had nothing done to it. Obviously been garage kept. It has no major flaws, no major dings or scratches or anything like that. It does have, again, it's not perfect. It has some small little, right there on the edge of the driver door where people have opened the door up and bumped up against something probably in a garage. So on the rear bumper, that little scratch, that was on there when I bought it. That would be an easy touch-up. I just haven't done that. I was out driving one day and a bad windstorm came up, wind and rain. And I stopped at a service station in Bradford, Tennessee, and the canopy over the gas pumps, the wind had that thing rocking, and a piece of trim come loose from that canopy and come down and just barely nicked the lip of the trunk lid right there. Again, I could probably get that touched up. Really hadn't worried too much with it. Got a little scuff on this corner of the rear bumper. That happened, my father comes by, or used to come over, when he was able to and mow my yard. And I think he drove between the patio and the car and got a little close to the bumper. Obviously, I can't fault him for that. So, you know, things happen. But again, that would be a fairly simple touch-up. It does have the factory chrome Buick rims on it. They do have, and the car is not 100% clean. I washed it a day or so ago, but we've had some rain and stuff. But the rims are, they do have some pitting and peeling on the rims. That's something I may address at some point. May change out the rims. I don't want to go with big rims. I don't like the look of big wheels on a car. I think these are, 15 or 16 inch. Yeah, these are 16-inch rims. So I'll stick with not much bigger than that, if any. But and my little center caps on both my front wheels, little center Buick logo has come off of those. Again, another simple fix. I can order those off of eBay and stick them on there. I thought about just go ahead and getting a set of those, matching set of the center caps. They just kind of peel and stick on. headlights are in really good condition. That one there's starting to get a little fading on that one, as well as this one. But overall, the headlights are still pretty clear on it. And headlights are cheap enough nowadays. You can replace them fairly cheaply, or you can even go to Walmart. Some Walmarts do the headlight restoration, so that may be something I do with these as well. The things I've done to it, guys, since I had it was, number one, I went and had the windows tinted. I hate the fishbowl look. I always like window tint, and I always go with 20% on every one of my vehicles. I go with 20% tint. I have been pulled over by the police a time or two for window tint. Never received a citation because, I mean, it's a little darker than what they may allow, but overall, I mean, 20% to me looks good on a vehicle. I've got both sides, the rear. I did not do anything to the front windshield. I know a lot of people will tint the front windshield. I did not tint the front windshield. Here's a little decal I've left on there, Pelican Point. That was the retirement community in Florida where the lady moved to. But anyway, so I did the window tint. I did the chrome door pillars. These here, which is just a little stick on. I bought those, and this one here also, because it does have the trim, the chrome trim around the windows. And I've always been a fan of chrome. I think you could probably overdo it. I didn't want to overdo it, but you know, typically those door pillars are black, and they look good black, especially with the blacked out windows. It looks really good. It flows nicely. But me being a chrome person, I added those chrome door pillars. What else? Oh, just recently, I added this Park Avenue emblem. Now, I think these actually came on the Ultra, the Park Avenue Ultras. It's just a piece of chrome trim that says Park Avenue on it. Again, I ordered that off of eBay and put that on her actually not too long ago. I just like the look of it. It just flows well. Of course, you got the chrome bumper, corner bumper trim on all four corners. That's factory. So just a good flow of chrome on this car. Not too much. It's got the chrome trim down the that flows from around the bumpers down the side. And again, like I said, on all four corners. So I didn't want to overdo it with the chrome. I've actually thought about the chrome fender trim, which would really bring the flow completely around, you know, from here around the wheel arch and down. But again, that's still something I'm thinking about. You don't want to go overboard with it, but again, I do like the chrome look. But right now, I think it's just about the right amount. So, and I'll show you some of the interior. Now, I've got a lot of stuff in here. I've got a couple flea market booths. So, I've got this thing loaded down. I drive these cars. I use them. But it's got the two-tone interior, the tan, and a little bit darker color. Overall, very good condition car. Again, I got a bunch of junk in there, so just have to overlook that. Needs a good cleaning on the inside. I used to detail cars. As you can see, the back is full of stuff back here. So, but car actually cleans up like new. I just haven't had time to get it done with everything going on. But anyway, guys, there you have it. 2003 Buick Park Avenue. Again, it's got the tried and true 3.8 liter V6 engine. Keep these things maintenance, guys. They will run 300,000-400,000 miles. No issues. Look them up. Look them up online. Go to the Car Wizard on YouTube. Check out some of his videos. He swears by the 3.8 liter, and I agree with him. I've owned a few different cars with this engine, and like I said, like anything, you got to keep the maintenance up. You can't just run them in the ground. But with just normal maintenance, these cars will run, you know, 300,000-400,000 miles. So, all right, guys, that's your walk around on the 2003 Buick Park Avenue, the Cream Puff. We will catch you on the next video.